Good morning, everybody. Today again I have come here to explain for class 8, chapter 3, square and square's root. In previous class, from this chapter only, I have already explained about square number. Today I am going to explain here about square roots, how to find out square roots, what is square roots, different term of square roots about this. So today's our topic, definition of square root, finding square root and estimating square root. So let's start. So first we have to know about square root. Square root, just one definition we have given here, that is a square root of a number x. A square root of a number x is a number y such that y square equals to x. In other words, we can write a number y whose square is x. If we will explain with the example, then only you can understand. Suppose, see here, one number is 4 and another number is minus 4. So if we will find out 4 square, then we will get 60. If we will find out minus 4 square, then also minus 4 into minus 4, 60. So from this example, we can identify the square root of 16. So square root of 16 is 4, either 4 or minus 4. We can take both, plus 4 also, minus 4 also, because if we find out square of plus 4, then also 16. If we find out square of minus 4, then also 16. So square root of 16 will be plus minus 4. For example, we can take 9 also. 9. We'll try to find out square root of 9. That means we can take 3. See, because we know 3 into 3 is equals to 9. In the same way, we can find out minus 3 into minus 3 is equals to 9. That means we can find out the square root of 9 also. Square root of 9 is plus minus 3. Plus minus 3. Okay. So in this way we have to find out the square root of many numbers, 9, 16, 25, 36. That means for all perfect square number we can find out square root. Square root. Remember this. So in this way we have to find out the square root. Now in general, square root is denoted by this symbol. Square root is denoted by this symbol. Square root is denoted by only this symbol. Now we are going to find out how to get square roots of number. We have two methods. One is prime factorization method and another one is division method. So we have to learn both method only, because according to question you have to solve this. Okay. So first we are going to learn here prime factorization method. Prime factorization method. How to find out prime factorization method? See here. Prime factorization. Again here question to find out square root of 16. So under root 16, because I said that the symbol of square root is under root. This. So under root 16. That means now we have to factorize our given number, that is 16. So if we factorize, so we'll get 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Remember that from the square root we can take out prime factor as prime pair form, as pair form. That means 2 how many times present? 4 times. That means see here they can make pair also. They can make here pair. How they'll make pair? Say 2 into 2, one pair, and 2 into 2, one more pair. So how many pair here is given? 2. So for this pair we'll get only 1 2, and for this pair we'll get one more 2. So ultimately we'll get plus minus 4. One more example if we'll see here, 576. Again we have to factorize this one. So we'll factorize, then here we'll get this 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Now we'll make pair, because without pair form we cannot take out from the square root. Okay, so we'll make pair. See here 2 into 2, one pair, we'll get 1 2, and here one more pair, and here also one more pair, and here also one more pair. So for each pair we'll get the numbers. Remember, same number only will make pair here, not 2 into 3, 3 into 4. Same number only can make here pair numbers. Okay, so here 2 into 2, 1 2, only one times. So 2 into 2, one more time, and again here 2 into 2, one more time, and again here 3 into 3, 1 times 3. Now we'll get, if we'll multiply 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, then we'll get 24. So square root of 576 is plus minus 24. So this is a prime factorization method. You have to factorize your given number and you have to make a pair also. And after making this pair form, you can take out from square root and you will get the result for given number. And remember this, with this method you can find out given numbers are perfect square number or not. Perfect square number or not. See here 16 perfect square number, 576 also perfect square number. Now we are going to check here that one more example here. Is 18 is a perfect square number? Question. See here. Is 18 is a perfect square number? If not, find the smallest multiple of 18. Find the smallest multiple of 18 which is perfect square number. With the help of this question, you can solve many question. That means from this question you can find out which number if you will multiply then it will become a perfect square number, which number if you will divide then it will become a perfect square number. Like this type of question you can solve with the help of this. Okay, so let's see how to find out. First we have to factorize our given number 18. So we'll factorize, we'll get 3 into 3 into 2, we'll get 3 into 3 into 2, but see here 3 present in pair form but 2 present only alone factor. 2 is the alone factor. See 3 into 3 2 times, so we can take out 1 time 3, but 2 present inside of square. That means it is not a perfect square number, because see 3 occur in pair but 2 is alone factor, so it is not a perfect square number. From this method we can identify. From this method we can identify this is not a perfect square number because 2 has no pair number. Okay, now how to make it a perfect number, perfect square number? See, for this we need, if to get a pair, then only it will become a perfect number, because 3 present already in pair form but 2 is not present in pair form. So we have to make 2 in pair form. That means we have to multiply one more 2. See, that's why it's written we multiply 18 by 2, then we'll get 18 into 2, that means 36. That means we will get 2 into 2 and 3 into 3. See, now each prime factor present in pair form. That means 36 is a perfect square number. That means which number you will multiply, it will become perfect square number? 2. We have to multiply by 2. Then only it will become a perfect square number. Similarly, if we will divide by 2, then also it will become perfect number. If we will divide by 2, that means this term will not come. Suppose if will divide by 2, if will divide by if will divide by 2, then also it will become a perfect square number. Now the required smallest multiple of 18 is 36, which is a perfect square number. So 36, if we will factorize, then 2 into 2, 3 into 3, then we will get 6. So 36 is a perfect square number, smallest perfect square number. When it will become, when we will multiply by 2. When we will multiply by 2, then we'll get smallest multiple of 18, that will become a perfect square number. This is the prime factorization method. Okay, now we are going to discuss here division method, how to find out by division method. See, before going to explain here all the steps, I would like to explain from the example, then it will be easy for understanding. So let's see here. By division method, now we are going to find out the square root of 324. How to find out? Listen, first step, from the one place digit, you have to give bar sign on each pair of digit. That means from one place digit, that means you have to start from 4. So 4 and 2, one pair, so 1 bar sign. The next, here only 3 is given. If it is 3 5, then we will give bar sign on 3 5 only, but here only it is given 3, so we have to give on 3 only bar sign. Okay, so this is necessary to give bar symbol. It is necessary to give bar symbol. This is the first step. Now next step, after giving bar symbol, we have to choose the largest square number nearest to 3. That means we can take 1 into 1 is 1, but if we take 2 into 2, it will become more than 3. 2 into 2 is 4. That means we cannot take 2, so we have to take only 1. That's why 1 and 1, which number you are going to take, that same number you have to put in quotient place also. Okay, so 1 into 1 is 1. You have to keep under 3. Okay, so 1 into 1 is 1. Then next step, you have to multiply by 2 always with your quotient. So first time I have taken here 1. Now we have to multiply 1 by 2. So 1 into 2 is 2. Then here you have to subtract. Then it will become 2. 3 minus 1, 2. Then for division method, this bar containing bar symbol, all the digit will come down. See here, 2 and 4 will come down together. Not only 2, not only 4. Together 2, 4 will come down. Now we have to choose one number, any number, that means any digit, 0 to 9, any digit, but same digit you have to put in quotient place also. So see, if we'll choose 8, then here also you have to put 8, and with the same digit you have to multiply this divisor. Suppose you are going to choose here 5, that means you have to multiply 25 by 5. Suppose you are going to choose here 7, so 27 into 7 you have to multiply like this. Let's see here 28 and 8, if you will multiply, then you will get 2 to 4. So 28 into 8, so you will multiply, then you will get 2 to 4. Then we will get exactly the square root of 324. One more example I am going to explain here for decimal. 6.25. In the same way, you have to give first bar symbol. I have given here bar symbol 25, then 6. Then again you have to take largest square number nearest to 6. That means now here we can take 2, because 2 to the 4 is nearest to 6, not more than 6. But we cannot take 3, because 3 is a 9. So 2 and 2. Here also 2. Here also you have to put 2 to the 4. See, 4. Okay. Now if we subtract, then we will get 2. Then decimal will have to take this place in quotient place. Now next step, this 2 digit will come down. See, this 2 digit will come down, 25. Now here I said we have to multiply by 2 our quotient. So 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 2, 4. Now we have to take any digit. For that we'll try to get this 2 to 5 only. So I try to take here 5. So 5, here also 5. That means 45 into 5, you have to multiply 45 into 5. Then you will get 225. So a square root of 6.25 is 2.5. This is the division method. In this way, you have to find out square root. Division method. It's a very important. In higher class also, you have to find out the square root of any number by division method. So you can go through these steps also one by one. See, it is written. Place a bar over every pair of digit. I said every pair of digit. It started from where? It started from one place digit. It started from one place digit. And if the number of digit in it is odd, then the leftmost single digit 2 will have a bar symbol. See, that's why it's given 3, then 2 4. Little distance will come here. 2 4, then 3. The next, find the largest number whose square is less than or equals to the number under the extreme left bar. You have to take largest square number. Okay, then you have to take as question also same. Then step 3, bring down the number under the next bar. That means 24 completely will come down. Not only single digit. Next bar will come down. Then fourth step, you can go through one by one. Okay. Then fourth step, double the quotient. That means you have to multiply 2 always by 2. Quotient you have to multiply by 2. Enter it with the blank on its right. Okay. Then gauge. That means you have to choose. Gauge the largest possible digit to fill the blank, which will also become the new digit in the quotient. And such that when the new divisor is multiplied to the new quotient, the product is less than or equals to dividend. And since the remainder is 0, so no digit are left and the given number in the given number. So we'll get square root of given number. See, one more time you can check here. Now last one, estimate square root. How to find out for non-perfect square number? Non-perfect square number. 359 is a non-perfect square number. Remember this, for non-perfect square number you have to find out nearest square number of this. So I try to find out. One is 18 square is 324 and another one is 19 square is 361. So always you'll try to choose the smallest one, because see, this 361 is nearest to 351 because difference is 2, and 324 also nearest to 359. Okay. When you are going to find out the square root from this smallest number, then you have to follow this way, and where you are going to find out from largest number, you have to follow this way. In the both way you can find out approximate square root of any non-perfect square number. So how to find out? Because see here, 18 for 18 square is 324, is less than 359. So when you are going to you are trying to go to 359 from 18 square, that means you have to add some numbers. So for that you have to use here positive sign. When you are trying to come down from 361 to 315, that means you have to subtract some number. That means you have to use here minus symbol, nothing else. The same way. Okay. Now how to find out? See, now I am going to explain for 18 because it is a smallest number, and we'll try to go from 18 square to 359. So 18, first you have to write here 18, then plus symbol, because it's smallest to largest you will try to go. That means you have to add some number. Then 18 plus largest number, given number, that means 359, given number minus our smallest number is 324 minus, and for formula we have to multiply here by 2 into 18, because we are going to we'll try to go from 18 square to 359. We'll try to go from 18 square to 359. So we have to multiply by 18. And for 19 also same, 19, and here also 2 into 19. Always you have to subtract from largest number. Always you have to subtract. Then in the same way you have to calculate it. then you'll get 18.9. Here also you'll get 18.95 or something. Here you'll get 18.97. For this non-perfect square number, you'll get always approximate value. It is not an exact value. Remember this. It is not a exact value. So we are going to choose here approximately equals to 18.9. So in this way you have to find out the square root of any non-perfect square number. So with the help of this concept, try to solve this square root, this chapter, and try to complete all the practice set in your one particular copy. And after reopening our school, we are going to check your copy according to chapters, and we are going to conduct your assessment exam also. So be ready for that and don't waste your time. Take care. Thank you. God bless you.